Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to rank in the Google 3-pack. If you want to rank in the Google 3-pack, watch this. Dedicate this video to Darren Marion. I love you, brother. All right, guys, so thanks for joining me today. My name is Brett from Mindsaw, and I think you're going to be I'm really excited about this lesson because I think I have a lot of things to show you here today that you may not know, right? It's all about ranking in the Google 3-packs. It's about getting more calls, getting more leads, and not only ranking for one keyword, right, being found in the Google 3-pack for just one keyword, but being found for multiple keywords. If some people are unfamiliar what the Google 3-pack is exactly, let me show you. I just typed in a term, for example, DUI lawyer, but it could be anything. It could be a pressure washing, could be plumber, electrician, right? Doctor. And if you scroll down, right here is the Google 3-pack. The great thing about this is that on your cell phone, it'll just have a call button, right? So it's just a tap to call. Most people don't even ever go to your website. They look at your reviews, and then on the cell, they just tap to call, right? You have a leak in your house and your house is flooded. You got a DUI, right? You don't have time to read about the company. You're in trouble. You need somebody now. Emergency service. Tap to call, right? You want to see how many reviews they are, how far away they are from you, and you tap to call. This is the organic section. This section does not turn me on at all for local businesses, except if you have a business where somebody needs to, for example, if you're having I have a friend who has shoulder surgery today. My friend Vin. Shout out to my friend Vin who's having shoulder surgery. I hope everything goes well with you today. So for example, you may come here in the organic section and you may read about shoulder surgery and then find a doctor through here, right? Maybe, right? But for local plumbers and DUI lawyers and, you know, it's like, how far away is this person? I need this person. If I want to check out the website, I could do that. I don't want to go to, you know, Yelp and then find another list of you know, DUI lawyers. I don't want to go to Thumbtack and Angie's List, and you know, I just want to find somebody. So I know for sure that these people are close. They're in my area. I could check their reviews. This is where it's at, guys. You want to change your business in 2023. This is where it's at. It's the Google 3-pack, and you want to get your business located right here. So in this video, I'm going to explain how to do it. One of the things that people like about my videos is I try to keep it as basic as possible. So whether you're a newbie or you've been doing this for a little while, I believe that I use common terms and I try to make it very easy for you to understand what I'm talking about, right? So I have my cell number here. If you have any questions, shoot me over a text. I'm available anytime. Just shoot me over a text. I'll be happy to get back to you. But with that, let's get started. All right, guys. So the first thing I want you to know about is Google Business Profile. I do not want you to fill out the Google Business Profile yet. I just want you to know about it. It used to be called Google My Business. In fact, I still call it Google My Business. But then again, I still call Citi Field, where the Mets play, I still call it Shea Stadium. So it takes me a while to get used to things. Now, this is your dashboard. This is going to be your Google Business Profile dashboard. This is where you're going to put in all your information. But I don't want you to do this step first. In fact, I'd like you to do this step last. I want you to know about it first, right? You're going to need to fill this out, but I don't want you to do it first. The reason being is we need to create signals on the web first before filling this out. So this way, when we fill it out, it has less of a chance of being suspended. All right, guys, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, guys. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create signals. You want to create a buzz about your business. And one of the best ways to do that is sending out a press release. Press release is one article about your business that tells news agencies about a particular service or product that you have, or you're opening a new location, right? It's written in the third person. Now, most of the places that I'm going to suggest to you will there are writers that will write for you, so you don't have to worry about writing a press release. But I'm just telling you what a press release is, and once the press release is written, then it goes out to hundreds of news agencies where they pick up the story and they put it on their website. They don't necessarily talk about it, but it is a ranking factor. It does help you rank a bit. And the other thing is, it helps when you put in for your Google My Business. Google looks out on the web to see if there's anything written about your business, and a press release is very valuable to have, because it's already shown that there's some stories about your business on the web. The best company that I've found is this company called Quantum Newswire. The reason why they're the best is that they keep a couple of reasons, and I have nothing to do with them. They don't know who I am. But one of the reasons why they're the best is they keep the news on the news sites for over 90 days, right? Other press release services that I'm going to show you, usually within 30 days, they take the article off the web. So this keeps it up a little bit longer. Also, the other thing about Quantum is authorship is very important, meaning that Google wants to know who wrote the article. And with Quantum, it shows that you wrote the article. They also have a WordPress plugin that interacts with Quantum. So I just think that this one's the best. This isn't a video about Quantum or about press releases. I have a lot of things to do here, but I just wanted to tell you why they're the best. I think the pricing is about $239. I don't have a discount code. Like I said, they don't know me, okay? One of the other places you could go to is Web20 Ranker, and they'll write an article about you, about your business, and they'll send it out to news agencies. And if you're really strapped for cash, you could go to Fiverr, and you could have somebody write the article, the press release article, and then you could find another service on Fiverr that will send out your press release. If you have the money, I would suggest to use Quantum. And the other reason why I'm saying it's like press release on steroids. You're also able to embed your map. So when you fill out your Google My Business, it'll create a map, and you could take that link, the embed code, and send it over to Quantum, and they'll put it on all the articles, your map code. So it's something that I would say, if you're just starting a business, I would definitely use them. But like I said, I have no ties to them. You could do whatever you want. All right, guys. So the next thing you want to do is you want to create citations. Citations is name, address, and phone number. For example, mine saw 900 South Avenue, Staten Island, New York, 10314. Name, address, and phone number, right? That's the NAP. Now, what Google wants to see is Google wants to see your name, address, and phone number on many directories. Directories, what do I mean? Like Yelp, Thumbtack, Angie's List. There are thousands of them. There are thousands of directories, but it's important to have your business's name, address, and phone number in the right directories. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I mean by the right directories. Now, these is all things that you should do prior to putting in for your Google My Business. Now, if you come over to this website called Moz, I'm going to put the link in the description below, so don't worry about copying the link. If, for example, you are a pest control, you click pest control, and these are the citations that you should have if you're a pest control, right? Yellow Pages, Super Pages, Yelp, local Yahoo, Terminex, Better Business Bureau, Pest Exterminator. You should have this. So depending on your industry, you want to try to build these directories, put your name in these directories by hand, if possible, meaning take a weekend and do it yourself. If you're a plumber, same thing. Name, address, and phone number. Get them. You'll notice they're a little bit different, right? Roto-Rooter, Dex knows, Service Magic, right? So you definitely want to get these citations first. That's the first thing you want to do, is you want to get industry-specific citations. Now, like I said, there are literally thousands of directories that you could put your name in. So if you come over to this website, it's called Citation Builder Pro. They have a service where you could purchase citations, meaning they'll go out and they'll by hand, they will do all your citations. Now, another place you could go to is, once again, it's Web 20 Ranker. Very good. They'll do your citations. They'll also do, niche citations. So they'll do the citations specifically for plumbers or for DUI lawyers or for plastic surgeons, right? So that's really important. So in regards to citations, you want to try to build up probably anywhere between 75 and 100 citations. You want to try to get them built. Now, there's a service that I use called Bright Local. And the reason why I left Bright Local last is it could kind of transition from citations to a dashboard. Here's what I mean. You could buy your citations through Bright Local and they will manage them. Another thing about Bright Local is you could see your competition's citations. So for example, you could go over and you could type in your keyword and see who's ranking first in maps, second maps, third maps, and put them into Bright Local and see what citations they have. Then just put a check mark next to the directories that they are ranking in and you're not. And Bright Local will create those directories. They'll put your citations, your name, address, and phone number in those directories. So it's super easy to use. Once again, this isn't a video about Bright Local, right? It's just a tool that's essential for you to use. Another thing that they have here is they have a grid map. So basically what it'll do is it'll show you where you're ranking in your town. For example, at your address, you're probably ranking number 1 for DUI lawyer or plumber near me. But as you start to drive away from your address, your rankings most of the time are getting worse and worse. So what this grid does is it shows you where you're ranking so you could make specific changes to either your on page, meaning what you're doing on your website, or off page, what you're doing off your website, getting more citations, getting backlinks, getting reviews, stuff like that, right? Okay, so this is an essential tool if you're doing trying to rank your business in the Google 3-pack. You can't do it without a tool. You need a tool, and this is probably one of the best ones. I don't have a discount code. Bright Local doesn't know who I am. It's just a tool that we use. I suggest that if you're trying to rank in the Google 3-pack, I suggest you use this tool. I think they have a 14-day trial or something like that, right? I mean, it basically, see, these are all the citations. It shows you where, if you're missing a citation, if you're missing a directory, okay, it shows you any errors that you have, stuff like that. So it's really important. I would suggest that you get Bright Local. Once again, I'll put it in the description below. So now it's finally time to build your website, or if you have your website, now's the time to fix it. right? Because you did all these other things. You did a press release, you got your citations, you hooked up with Bright Local, right? So now it's time to build your website, or let's fix your website. One of the sites that I like to use as an example is one that we recently did called Sorin Law. And let's go over a couple of things. Now, nobody's going to be wowed by the design, but that's not what this website's here for. We finally get ranked in the Google 3-pack. And somebody goes to the website and can't find your phone number, has no idea how to get in touch with you because the phone number is on the left side and it's like 0.6 font, right? So I speak to a lot of business owners and said, what is it that you want somebody to do if they come to your website? And they say, call. And then I ask them, where is your phone number? And most business owners can't even find it themselves. So let's take a look at this website. There's some things here that I just want to go over with you, and we'll see if you think they make sense. Well, first of all, underneath the logo, we put the address, right? People shouldn't have to scroll around and try to find your address. It's right here underneath your logo. Phone number is nice and big in the upper right-hand corner. Underneath the phone number are the credit cards that you take. Wouldn't that be helpful? Take a look at your website right now and see if you could add that. Add the credit cards and make your phone number larger. When somebody first logs onto your website, there shouldn't be 7 signals. For example, call us, fill out the form, use this text generator and send us a message. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You're confusing your client, the person coming to the website. What is it that you want them to do? 95% of my clients want them to call or text, right? So if you're on a cell phone and you tap this, you'll be able to text or call. Okay? So one signal. Now, everything on this homepage is about the GMB category. We're going to get into that in a couple of seconds, right? Because it's going to be time, if you haven't already, to put in for your Google My Business. So the GMB category is divorce lawyer. Where they're located is Staten Island, New York. So their first GMB category is divorce lawyer, and they're from Staten Island, New York. Everything on this homepage should refer to divorce lawyer and Staten Island, New York. Right? This is called your H1 tag. This is how Google knows what you do. So if you want to be found in the Google 3-pack, it is very important to have your website set up correctly, meaning your title tag, right? This is your title tag. It says top leading divorce lawyer in Staten Island, New York. Then this is your H tag, right? This is your H2 tag. Everything is about, or just about everything is about being a divorce lawyer and located in Staten Island. Okay? Staten Island's most trusted law firm, and so on and so forth. Now, at the end, I'm running into this a lot. I'm sorry, 2 things. You want to put something about your city. This is a map of Staten Island, and this is a little something about Staten Island. What Google wants to know is where you're from and what you do. You need to put a little about the area where you're from. I'm going to put this website in the description below, so you'll be able to click it and you could use it as an example. One of the things that I'm finding out are people putting the wrong map here. This is a GMB map, a Google My Business map. That's the map that should be embedded, not your building map, not your address map, not driving directions map. It should be your Google My Business map. Okay? The second set of links, the first set of links, these are all your GMB categories. Every GMB category that you have, and we'll go over your GMB categories in a moment, are your first set of links. If you pick a GMB category, you need to have a page for that GMB category, right? Everything that you have in your your Google Business profile, you need to follow on your website. Your second set of links should be all your keyword pages. And your third set of links should be the areas that you serve. After that, you could put whatever you want, attorneys, blog, and your last link should always be contact us. It shouldn't be in the middle where people have to look for it. People are used to seeing it as your last link. First set of links are your GMB categories. Second set of links are your keyword pages that you're trying to rank. Third set of links are areas we service or we serve. After that, you can put whatever you want. Don't cram too much in your navigation. Anything you can't fit, you put in your footer. Now, one of the other things, I hope this is done. I think it is. Find us across the web, and you will see some of the citations, right? These is their Yelp page, their Yahoo page, their Super Pages page. And this is really important because especially when you first get your citations, sometimes they don't index, meaning that Google doesn't recognize them. Google doesn't see them. But if you add them to your website, there's a better chance that Google will index them and see your citations. Why fill out the citations and your directories rather, and then Google can't see them? So I add citations to your website. Find us across the web. Another thing we do is the reviews. So we embed the reviews here on the review page, and that helps with the rankings as well. See that? All right, guys. So the last thing we're going to do is fill out the Google My Business. Okay, so I hope until this point you understand at least 90% of what I'm saying. I really tried to keep it basic, and I know how frustrating this can be. I was a newbie once, and I would watch videos and not understand, literally wouldn't understand a word people would say. And I think some people make it harder than it has to be. So I hope you understand this, and I hope I made it as easy as possible for you. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to come over to google.com/business. And it's okay if you've already done this. And you're going to put in for your Google My Business. Now, you have a press release written, you have citations, you have 100 citations. You've set up, one of the things I forgot, set up all your social media like your Facebook. Like we have facebook.com/Mindsaw, instagram.com/Mindsaw, right? youtube.com/Mindsaw. So you want to set up all your social media. You have your press release, your citations, your social media. You have that all set up. You also set up your website. Now you're going to put in for your Google My Business. Now you're going to put out, now when you put in for your Google My Business, Google's going to look through the web and they're going to say, hey, who is Mindsaw? And they see all these signals that were built 30 days ago, a month ago, 2 months ago. And they'll say, oh, okay. And most of the time they approve the Google My Business. Right? So just come over to google.com/business and fill out the form. Just follow the steps. And once you get approved, you're going to get it's either going to happen one way. You're going to get phone verification, a text verification, or you're going to get a postcard in the mail, which takes usually about 5 days. And you'll just log into this website again and put in the code, and then you're approved. Okay. Once you're approved, you could just come over to the dashboard by putting your brand name in. So my brand name is Mindsaw. And you'll notice here you're able to edit your profile. Right? And this is where you put in your Google business profile. This is where you put in your categories. Remember before I said divorce lawyer, trial lawyer, right? Civil lawyer. These are all your Google My Business categories. Now, how you find your categories, and this is the most important thing, is I use a program called GMB Everywhere and another one called Plepper. You'll notice that right here. This is Plepper and this is GMB Everywhere. And what this does is it lets me see my competition's categories that they put in for. So let me just go to both sites. They're both Chrome plugins. I'll put it in the description below. But one's called Plepper and the other one is called GMB Everywhere. And there's another one, real good one, called GMB Crush. So GMB Everywhere. It's basically whichever plugin you feel most comfortable with, you use. The other one is GMB Crush. Okay. And this is a GMB, not GRB. Sorry about that, guys. It's getting late. GBM. I love it when computer guys can't type. I always laugh at that. Now I'm laughing at myself. Oh. All right, so this one's called GMB Crush. So there's 3 of them. They're similar but not the same, right? So what you do is you come over here and you'll see the categories. So if you type in power washer, you want to see the power washing, your competition, like American Power Washing, what GMB categories do they use? So it shows you here in GMB Everywhere. And over here is GMB Crush, GMB Plepper. See, so power washing service is #1, home improvement store, appliance store, right? So you see all the different types of categories. See, I like GMB Everywhere for this reason. I don't care what Home Depot and Lowe's puts as their GMB categories because they're big department stores, big box stores. I want my competition like American Pressure Washer, right? So I see gutter cleaning, pressure washing service, and gutter cleaning. They only have 2 GMB categories. So what I said before was where do you put your GMB categories? Let's just go over that 1 second. I know this is a long video because I'm losing my voice. The home page is all about your first GMB category, which is divorce lawyer. Your second GMB category is family attorney. So let's go back to the pressure washing, right? Pressure washing service, that everything on your home page should be about your first GMB category. In this case, we're using pressure washing, right? It could be divorce law. It could be whatever your business is. It's your first GMB category. Your second GMB category should be your first link. I probably should have did divorce law so you could have seen, so I could have kept it the same, but you understand what I mean, right? So your second GMB category, this is your second GMB category, family law. Third GMB category, fourth, fifth, sixth GMB categories. For every GMB category that you put in your Google business profile, you need to have on your website. Okay? Now, the rest of the GMB profile, you need to fill out, right? You need to fill everything out here. The day you opened, your phone number, right? This is your map. So everything needs to be filled out. Now look, you see we have our hours 8 to 4, Monday, 7 days a week. You need to have these same hours on your website. Right? Don't just put Mon through Sun, 7 to 4, 8 to 4. Okay? You need to add photos. So this is where you would add photos, add your logo, right? It's pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot of videos on how to fill out your Google business profile, and this could be an hour video also, but you could get 90% of it just by clicking each one and reading it. There's no magic here. Really, there's no magic here. The only magic here is right here, is ask for reviews. This is probably the most important thing in the entire video. It's important, especially if you're a brand new business. Do not do reviews yourself. Google knows that Mindsaw is owned by Brett Moletta. I cannot review my own business, and you cannot either. Okay? However, you take this link and you copy it, and you email it and or you text it to everybody that comes in your store. Or if you're a service-based business like a pressure washing service or a roofer, you keep this link and you send it to every single client that you do work for. This is what's going to get you ranked in the Google 3-pack. Once you're in the Google 3-pack, like I said before, you have to have more reviews than your competition. Even if you get into the Google 3-pack, if you have 13 reviews and your competition has 500, 95% of the people are going to call the person who has 500 reviews. They're just more trusted. Reviews are as good as money these days. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. If it did, please let me know. Put a comment in the comment box. Like and subscribe to this video. Guys, I always say on my videos, it's great to learn about the Google 3-pack. It's great to get leads and provide for your family. But the other half of it is being good to your family. Right? Kiss your wife, kiss your kids. Tell them that you appreciate them, even when you're going through some really hard times. I know that this year, the past year, has been pretty hard in business with the economy and all. But don't take it out on your family. Be good to your wife. Be good to your kids. Right? Be good to your family. Clean up around the house. Help out around the house. Stand up. Get away from your computer for 15 minutes. Throw out the garbage. Walk the dog. You know what to do. I don't need to tell you what to do. I'm actually talking to myself, because when I lived in Staten Island, maybe sometimes I didn't do those things. Right? I didn't do those things. And looking back, I should have done that a lot more. So kind of learn from me. Right? Kind of learn from me. Be appreciative of your family. Kiss your wife, kiss your kids, clean up around the house, help out. Help out, help out. The world doesn't revolve around you and your SEO and trying to rank in the Google 3-pack and watching all these crazy videos. That's driving your family crazy, right? I'm sure when your family hears these videos on, they're like, oh, this again? You listening to this again? You know? Man, I would watch videos 18 hours, literally, all day. And after a couple of months, I just started to understand a little bit what people were saying. And I went down so many rabbit holes. I went down, areas where I thought what they were saying was the truth. And I bought this program and I learned it for 2-3 months, only to realize it was just a waste of $79 a month. And I wasted 2 or 3 months trying to learn it. You know what I mean? So, I hope you guys enjoy my videos. Yeah, I try to get right to the point. I don't put any fluff. Just do the things that I say, and you'll be there. Then after that, maybe we need to make some adjustments. You have my cell number. I'm here to help you. If there's anything I could do, just shoot me out a text. I'm happy to help. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.